Now friends, here we have a problem based on coordinate geometry. A quadrilateral is formed by the lines x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, this and this. What is the equation of diagonal of the quadrilateral that passes through origin? Now this is line x is equal to 0 and this is y is equal to 0. So obviously their intersection is at origin, right? Now if this line diagonal is passing through origin, that means the other point that is on the diagonal will be obtained by intersection of these two lines, right? X plus y is equal to 1 and 6x plus y is equal to 3. So I just write it over here, 6x plus y is equal to 3 and x plus y is equal to 1. So we can obtain the other point that's on the diagonal. So it's 5x is equal to 2, that means x is equal to 2 by 5, and if I put x is equal to 2 by 5, y will be 3 by 5. Now you don't have to make any equation, you just put the value of x and y among the options and just get the correct answer. Now since x and y both of them are positive, so these two are already eliminated, because if you put the positive values of x and y, you cannot get 0. Now put x is equal to 2 by 5 over here, that's 4 by 5 minus 9 by 5, that's not 0. Here it's 6 by 5 minus 6 by 5, that's 0. So the problem can be done in seconds, right? I hope you are clear. Now let's see this problem, friends. A 100 ml flask contains 30% acid solution. What quantity of the solution should be replaced with 12% acid solution so the resultant contains 21% acid? Now what we can do is we take out some 30% acid, we take some 12%, and by mixing we have to make 21%, right? So it's 9 and 9. So it's 1:1. That means 30% acid and 12% acid should be in equal quantity. That means 50% of this should be replaced. That means 50 ml should be replaced. As simple as that. Okay. I have just followed here the method of alligation. You can very well attend the lecture of alligation and mixtures. That's there in the basic sessions. Now friends, here I am having a simple problem based on profit and loss. Rohan sold a table at a profit of 15%. Now what 15% is? It's half of 30%, that's 3 by 10. So half of 3 by 10 will be 3 by 20. That means the profit is actually 3 by 20. That means selling price by cost price ratio will be 1 plus 3 by 20, or we can say 23 by 20, right? So we can assume them to be 23K and 20K. Okay, had he bought it 10% less, that means CP should be 9 by 10. So 9 by 10 of 20K will be what? 18K. So I just write the new ratio. Sold it for rupees 21 less, that means 23K minus 21 by 18K is giving 25% profit. That means this data is 5 by 4. 25% is what? 1 by 4, and since it is a profit, so SP by CP ratio will be 1 plus 1 by 4, that's 5 by 4. Now simply solve it. 92K minus 84 is 90K. So 2K is 84, that means K is 42. So 20 into 42, that's 840, the cost prices, right? Even by the routine method, you can solve the problem in seconds. Okay, I hope you are clear. Now let's see this problem based on logarithm. Here log a to the base c is half and log b to the base d is 1 by 3. So what we can write down is c raised to half, or root c is a, and d raised to 1 by 3 is b, right? Now we have to find out the minimum possible value of a plus b plus c plus d, where a, b, c, d are natural numbers, right? Now minimum value of a, and a is less than b is less than c is less than d. That means a is the smallest and d is the biggest. Now I cannot assume a to be 1, because if I take a is 1, then c will also be 1, but a has to be less than c. So what I do is I take a as 2, so c will be 4, right? Similarly, I can take b as 3, so it will be between a and c, obviously. So if b is 3, d will be 27, since cube root of 27 is 3, so d is 27. So these are the minimum possible values of a, b, c and d if they are natural numbers, right? So what is a plus b plus c and d is 34, 5, 6. So that's 36. As simple as that. Okay. Now friends, I have this problem from time, speed and distance. Two friends Prakash and Arpit started simultaneously from a point P in the same direction along a straight running track. The ratio of speeds of Prakash and Arpit is 2:5. Prakash and Arpit 2k and 5k. 2 hours later, Arpit turned back and started running backward at 1/5 of speed or his original speed. He met Prakash at a distance of 10 km from the point P. Maybe this distance they are meeting, right? So maybe this is Q. So what is Prakash running speed? Now friends, you must be aware of the relative speed. Initially both the guys are going in the same direction. So the gaining speed of Arpit is 3k. That's per hour, right? That means every hour he is running 3k kilometers more than this Prakash, right? So in 2 hours the difference between these two will be 6k, right? The gaining speed is 3k. So in 2 hours the difference between them will be 6k kilometers. Now difference between them is 6k. Now this guy is coming this way and now this guy is still going in this way. Now they have to cover up this 6k kilometers, right? Now this guy is doing his speed as 1/5. Now the new speed of this is k and this is 2k, right? So the combined speed is 3k. Now they are going in the same direction. So the relative speed will be actually their combined speed. So that's 3k. So 6k, to cover up 6k, they will be taking 2 hours obviously, right? So they are meeting after 2 hours. So they started and after 2 hours the situation become changed. So from the starting point this guy Prakash is meeting Arpit after 4 hours, right? First 2 hours and then after 2 hours when he's turning back. So for 4 hours he's taking to meet Arpit, right? That means he's covering 10 kilometers in 4 hours. This is the place of meeting. So what should be speed? 10 kilometer in 4 hours, that means 2.5 kilometer per hour, right? So you don't have to go for any sort of paperwork. You can do this problem intelligently, mentally. Okay, I hope you are clear. Let's say this problem based on time and work. A contractor agreed to finish a piece of work in 150 days. He employed 75 men and made them work for 8 hours per day. However, after 90 days, he realized 2 by 7th of the work was completed. How many more men would he need to employ to complete the work on time if he intended to make everybody to work 10 hours per day and so forth? Now it's very simple. You just note down the data: men, days, hours and work, right? So 150, 75 persons while working for 90 days, 8 hours per day, they are able to finish up 2/7 of the work. Now what is a pending work? That's 5/7. We have to find out the total number of persons to accomplish the task. Now days, since there are 150 days, 90 days have already been utilized, so we are left with 60 days and the persons are working for 10 hours per day. So these are the data that we have presented over here. Now just see the variation from men. Now I just write 75 by x. Now men and days, they are in inverse variation. If to do a particular task more men are there, that means less days are required. So men and days are in inverse variation. So if you have written down like this, 75 by x, the ratio of this must be opposite. So that's 60 by 90, or I can say 2 by 3. Okay. Similarly, if more hours are there, less men are required, or we can say if more men are there, less hours are required to do a task. So that means it is also in the inverse ratio. So it's 10 by 8. So I write 5 by 4. Then more work is there, more men are required, that means direct variation. So it's 2 by 5. So it's 5, 5, 4, 4. So x is 75 into 3, that's 225 persons are required. So 75% is already having, so more 150 persons are required now. Okay, so since he has asked how many more men, that means it's 150. Okay. Now friends, let's say this problem based on quadratic equation. Here a and b are the roots of this equation where a is greater than b. Then we have to find out the value of this expression. Now it seems to be tedious, but if you observe carefully, you can make it easier one, right? Here a plus b will be minus 7, sum of the roots, and ab will be 4, right? Now a plus b is minus 7, so 2a plus 2b will be minus 7 and minus 7, right? That means, just see carefully, 2a plus 7 is equal to minus 2b plus 7. Am I right? Now 2a plus 7 is equal to minus 2b plus 7. We assume that to be k, right? Now it's 3 upon 2a plus 7. That means 3 by k whole square. So that's 9 by k square plus 4 by 2b plus 7. 2b plus 7 is what? Minus k. Okay, so it's 4 upon minus k whole square. That means 16 by k square. That means this is 25 by k square. Now, since a is the root of this equation, that means a square plus 7a plus 4 will be equal to 0. Similarly, if we see 2a plus 7 is equal to k, that means if we square both the side, it will be like what? 4a square plus 8a, 7 2s are 14, 2s are 28a plus 49 is equal to k square, right? Now we deduct this equation from this. So I first of all multiply this by 4, so it's 4a square, 28a and 16 is equal to 0, right? So 4a square minus 4a square 0, 0. So 49 minus 16, so k square is what? 33, right? I put the value of k square over here, so it's 25 by 33. That is the value of this expression. Okay, I hope you are clear. It's very simple problem, friends. Now we have one question from algebra. Here ABC are non-zero real numbers and the relationship is given. What is the value of b square plus c square? Friends, what you can do is you can assume the comfortable values of a, b and c, right? Now here a should be equal to b plus c. So I assume b is 2, c is 3, so a must be 5, right? Obviously, you can take positive values as well as negative, right? Now a minus b is equal to c and a minus c is equal to b, then what is the value of b square plus c square, right? B square plus c square, according to us, it's what? 4 plus 9, that's 13, right? Okay, now among the option, let's see where do we get the value of the expression as 13 if we put the values of ABC as 5, 2 and 3 respectively. Now let's see option 1. So it's 25 minus 2 3s are 6, 2s are 12. So we are getting 13. So obviously this is the correct choice. Now you want to be sure, you can check up and any other option. 2BC is 3 2s are 6, 2s are 12, it's not correct. A square not correct. A square plus 2BC cannot be correct if A square minus 2BC is correct, right? So obviously this is the correct choice. You just take the comfortable value and solve it. It won't take you much of your time. Okay. You can even take the negative values as well, minus 5, minus 2 and minus 3. Then also the options will be satisfied. Okay.